Hello again, Hero friends. This is McProseph. I just created my new account. This should be the part 2 of the series I'm doing for new players and creating a new account. As you can see here, I've named my character. Now I'm just trying to find just the right hairdo. Let's see. I'd like to go with a beard. I guess we'll pick whoever has a beard first. Beards are not very common. There we go. Nice orange beard, dude. Okay, we'll go with this guy. He's kind of pale, but that'll work. Okay, so starting off, I usually just skip all of this. You can read it if you like. With the world map here, the flag. This is how you enter the dungeon. Pretty self-explanatory. Most of the stuff it will actually explain to you on the screen. That's how you attack. Pretty simple stuff. One thing the game doesn't explain, once I can freely move here, is the fact that you can increase speed. And it makes it so much quicker. I know my brother recently started playing the game and played for quite a few weeks without realizing that you can increase the speed and just move quicker in here. Okay, so pretty simple stuff. You're not going to die on the first level. 1 is single target, 2 is multiple targets, and you just mow stuff down here pretty easy. Once I get through this first dungeon here, I'll be able to explain to you what all these different tabs mean down here and things like that. As you find upgrades in here, if there's a green arrow, that means it's an upgrade, so you're just going to want to click them. Once you see the E, it's equipped. And to verify, you can click on your picture down here, and here's all of your gear in your inventory. And if it's in your little squares, then it's actually on your person, and you can see your stats down here. Looks like the final boss. And again, it's not hard. I honestly don't think you can die in this dungeon. Alright, so we persuade our first pet. Good stuff. Looks like we got an upgrade. We'll put it on. Click close. It shows us XP we got, the gold we got, and the loot we got. We can see here that this would give us 2 health, but take away attack. As a new player, you're going to want to focus specifically on attack until you're much further in the game. Alright, so there's the rewards from the dungeon. I'm going to quickly explain just a few things here. Okay, so we're starting the next dungeon. We got a familiar, so he's going to run with us. We're clicking accept here, and we just start the dungeon. Pretty self-explanatory. If it's a group of 2 or more, you're going to want to use your cleave ability. And the way you use that is to build what's called SP, this little mana bar down here. And to build it, you just keep pressing 1, and each time it's your turn, you'll get a little bit extra. Okay, cool, we leveled up. So we're gonna, this is where a lot of people mess up immediately in the very beginning of the game. It's your account, you can put whatever you want here, but my recommendation, and I have 4 separate accounts now, is to put all your stats in attack, at least until you're like level, let's say 40 or 50. So when you're first starting the game, just put it all into attack. You can try stamina and agility, which were the other 2, but if you want to be the most efficient and just kill things quicker, you'll notice the damage has increased already when we cleave things now. Agility will allow you to attack more often, but you won't be doing increased damage. And stamina is just more or less useless until end-game content. Okay, again we have 2 or more, so we'll cleave. We now have a drain life ability, but one good thing to know is if you're at max health, and that is completely useless. You have the switch option down here, which allows you to move your pets from the back to the front, and what you want to do is, to mitigate damage, you can put your pets out here so that they take the hits from your opponent, and then as he takes a hit, he can use his special ability to self-heal himself. So he's damaged now, he's going to do drain, and he healed himself for 8. So right away your bat can be more or less your tank in front and just be a health pool that the bosses hit, and you can heal. Alright, so here's the boss. We'll see how our bat holds up versus the boss. So there's 2 or more, so we'll cleave. He's fully healed, so we won't drain life just yet. Cleave again. Okay, so it looks like we're persuading our second pet here. You can also see that there's an option to bribe. We can't do that yet, but my recommendation is to never bribe anything unless it's a legendary pet, which is way later in the game. If you spend your gems early game, you will miss out on great opportunities later in the game. Okay, so our bat's taking some damage here. We're going to go ahead and drain life. There we go, gain some health. And I believe that was the end of the dungeon. We'll see. Okay, great. Alright, so if looks like we unlocked auto here, you can simply click that and it will basically do the dungeon for you. However, when you're fresh new to the game, I recommend that you do it manually because you will have some problems. Okay, so we have unused point here, and to explain that further, if you're walking around town and you've noticed there's a plus sign down here, you're going to want to pay attention to that because you can click on it and then add a stat to your attack, or whichever one you choose to go with. I always just go with attack until we're like level 40 or 50 plus. Okay, so I'm going to turn a little bit of music on so you don't hear just me. There's a lot of settings in here. They're self-explanatory. I'll let you read them on your own. I do like to turn on reduce effects, just it's more efficient on the computer. We can start asking people to friend us at this point, but do keep in mind that if they're above level 100, it's going to be harder to get them as a friend. Some of them turn their friend requests off. So if you see people that are level 10 plus, you can run through here and try to add them. Looks like we got a level 70 guy here. That's pretty cool. And as they accept our friend requests, we will be able to use them in battle and therefore gear up easier. So we sent a few of those out. Let's go ahead and head on into quests here again. See if we can catch another familiar. Looks like we have 2 familiars now. We learned that our bat could take some damage and heal, so we're going to put him back up here. And we'll move ourselves to the bottom so we don't die. If we die, the match is going to be a lot harder. So we'll make our bat take our damage for now. Again, see, you can turn auto on, and just to show you how it works, it loots everything for you. It will actually fight the bosses for you. But if you'll watch here, I may get into a situation where one of my pets may be close to dying. And in that case, I would take auto off and then start walking around manually just by clicking. Here's a chest. Looks like we got some upgrades. I think I missed an upgrade, so I'll click on my picture down here. Again, you can scroll through this and find all of your items. Once you have so many, you'll be scrolling for days. So if you lose something, just scroll down. You can also change different things here. So if I want to see only equipment, I click this, and you no longer see the potions down here. So this helmet's an upgrade, showing us by the green arrow. Okay, so now our stats are climbing and climbing. Again, we have higher attack so that we can kill stuff a lot faster. Alright, looks like we have a new ability since we have a new weapon. The bow, the spear, the sword, and the staff all give you different abilities. Alright, so it says use your basic skills to save SP for more powerful skills. And what that means is, if you press 1, you will continue to gain more or less mana down here. And that will allow you to use your bigger skills like this, which will be able to damage all 3 minions. This one's more, the bullseye here is damage to a target enemy, meaning you can hit any of them you want. And it usually does a lot more damage than the original non-mana attack. So we're going to attack all 3. And as far as the bat self-healing, I usually like to wait until he's about half health to start healing. Looks like we would lose some health here, but gain speed, so we're going to put it on. Again, health does not matter early game, in my opinion. You're welcome to do whatever you like, but it's most efficient this way. Also down here we can see the T. So this is our daily bonus, Tuesday. We get 25% extra experience and 25% item find by default. And that remains for another 7 hours. Once Wednesday hits, we'll start a new daily bonus. Alright. So I know I can kill this group, so I'm going to go ahead and put auto on. If you use auto and you feel uncomfortable, you can always just click it and it will come off. But as you can see, at this point we are overpowering the content, so we can pretty much kill it easily. So I'm going to leave auto on and just watch it loot everything for me. The plan is to make these videos roughly 15 minutes each. That way players can just skim through and they're not a really big block of video, so I don't bore you guys. As far as these treasures, I do recommend watching them. If you watch them, it gives you a chance of more gear. You can get shards for runs later on, which are great in game, and you get some gold, some gems, and all you have to do is watch a 30-second video. I will say right away that some videos simply don't work. If you don't have Flash Player on, depending on what browser you use, Firefox or Chrome, sometimes the videos just don't work. There's probably 10 different videos and only 2 or 3 work for me. So I basically will click watch and look at the video. If it's not working, I will click close and try to watch again. If you just repeat that process, you will eventually get a video you can watch, and as you can see, it gave us some pretty good loot. So there's our rewards. We're going to look at our upgrades because we got some from just watching that video. Looks like this would give us 4 health and 1 speed, but we would lose an attack. I guess we'll just go ahead and go with it. Normally I would go for the attack here. Oh, here's our bounties, of course. So if anything's ever flashing down here, it's just trying to grab your attention. So you're going to want to click on this. We completed this task, so now we get to loot and get this reward. So loot. Alright, so upgrading items. This is very important. So this is asking us to upgrade this item. I don't really want to, so I don't waste any materials, and I'll show you how to do it the proper way. So click craft, and if you notice the E, this is the gear that you're wearing, okay? So we're wearing the ring, the neck, the shield, the chest, and the bow, and this helmet down here. We would like to upgrade the blues, but you can see we just don't have the materials to do so. So we're going to go to the greens. Let's see, let's upgrade our necklace here. It costs us 50 common material and 1k gold. I know from a lot of questions, and the question is always, should I upgrade this or should I just save my materials? And the answer is you could save your materials. However, if you upgrade and then later destroy this item by basically disenchanting it, you will actually get the materials back. Not all of them, but most. So my recommendation is to go ahead and just upgrade. That way when you could continue to do your dungeons, it's a lot easier. Looks like we unlocked our first castle. We're coming up on 15 minutes here on the video, so I'm going to go ahead and end it. Please stay tuned for the next video, and I'll continue to describe what all of these mean in detail so that there's no questions for new players and there's just no struggle. Alright, this is McProseph signing off. Take care.